Setting up TourBox controllers with Darktable. Do you have a TourBox? Do you use Darktable? You might be interested in getting these two products to work together. In fact, they work together very well, and in this video, I'll show you how. I'll be demonstrating everything with the TourBox Elite Plus, but the same methods should work with every version. Without further ado, here are the things you can do with TourBox in Darktable. Number 1. Assign a button to open a module. If you want a button on the TourBox to open a module, first make sure you've got a shortcut to open the module. To do this, go to the module you want to assign to a button and click the keyboard icon. Then hover over the module and click. You'll bring up the shortcut window. Double-click on the module name and press a key combination. Make sure Element is set to Show, Effect is Toggle, and Instance is preferred. Now go to the TourBox console, select a button, and enter the shortcut in the text box. Name it to the module name. Tip: for the button mode, instead of Standard, you can select Up if you want to also assign that button plus a scroll wheel to do something else. Number 2. Assign a scroll wheel directly to a slider. Let's say you want to directly control the exposure slider with a wheel or a button plus a wheel. For example, I'll use the Tour button plus the scroll wheel to adjust exposure directly without opening the exposure module at all. Go to the exposure module, click on the keyboard icon, and then click on the exposure module. Now double-click on the exposure module to define a new shortcut. But this time, for Element, instead of Show, select Value. This tells Darktable that the shortcut will modify the value of the slider directly. Next, for the effect, select Up and define a speed. You can use what I've got here, but you can also make it even smaller or larger if you want finer grain control or the slider to move faster. Experiment to see what's best for you. Repeat the process to create a second shortcut as we just did, but with effect being down. This will decrease the slider. Don't forget to set the speed again. Finally, go to the TourBox console and define a new custom shortcut for the button press plus scroll. On the left side, add the keyboard shortcut for moving the exposure up, and on the right side, add the one for moving it down. Number 3, simply activate a module with a button. Sometimes you might want to activate a module with a button. No problem. Let's say you want to just activate lens correction with one button combination. For example, the Tour button plus one of the 4-way directions. Go to Lens Correction, open up the Keyboard Shortcut Manager, and define any keyboard shortcut for it. But this time, for Element, select Enable, with the effect being Toggle. Now assign the keyboard shortcut to whatever button you want to press. That's it. With these tips, you should be able to set up the TourBox any way you like to edit with Darktable. I hope this video helped you use TourBox editing consoles with Darktable. But if it didn't, try taking photos that don't need editing.